Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I'm your host as always, Cody, the Hangman Heinzman, and as Thursday was SmackDown, it is now Friday, the day after, and the Royal Rumble is this Sunday. So, I'm here to give the Royal Rumble pay-per-view prediction. So, let's get started. Pre-show, we have New Day versus Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Adam Rose. As much as I would like to root for New Day on this one, I actually see Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Adam Rose winning this one. New Day has been on a roll, I will say that. And it's good seeing Kofi back. But I'm going to have to go with Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Adam Rose. But, of course, my support is with New Day and Kofi Kingston. Next up, we have the Usos taking on Miz and Mizdow for the Tag Team Championship. I don't see Miz and Mizdow winning back the titles. And with the Royal Rumble coming up, I don't see Miz and Mizdow being tag team for long. So, that's going to be the downside. Wouldn't be surprised if Mizdow turned on Miz. Or, Mizdow was potentially tagged himself in and was doing a good job, and Miz came in and attacked Mizdow to end it. One of those two things. So, that's my thoughts on that one. Next up, we have Paige and Natalya tagging up to face the Bella Twins. Really not much to say about this one. I think the Bella Twins will win it. Strictly because they're the Bella Twins, and they will pull out something to get the win. Next up, we have the New Age Outlaws. Oh, you didn't know? Well, you better call somebody. Anyways, the New Age Outlaws versus the Ascension. I would like to see New Age Outlaws win this. The Ascension, I do not like their cockiness that they have in the ring, saying that they're better than the Road Warriors and Demolition and the NWO New World Order. Basically, the Ascension, I haven't really had a good light with. They haven't had a good actual match yet. And I can't wait to see New Age Outlaws actually beat them, hopefully, at the Royal Rumble. Just to knock them down a level. Anyways, next up, we have Brock Lesnar defending his title in a triple threat match with competitors John Cena and Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, I just realized I usually just use this. Anyways, we have basically the face John Cena, the heel Seth Rollins, and the wild card Brock Lesnar. We would say the wild card is Seth Rollins, but in the idea of the business and the idea of heel and face, the wild card is actually the champion, Brock Lesnar. He's just him. It's Team Brock Lesnar versus the WWE Universe versus Authority, basically, is what we have for this triple threat match. Do I see Seth Rollins cashing in? Maybe. The way I'm seeing this is potentially John Cena picks up the win. Here's your winner and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, John Cena. Wait! Seth Rollins is cashing in Money in the Bank. It's now John Cena versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes in, curb stomps John Cena, and once again, here's your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. And there's even a bigger reason that I'm thinking this now. I was just looking at the pay-per-view events that's set up. Usually, the Elimination Chamber is the next pay-per-view. It doesn't look like there's going to be Elimination Chamber. The pay-per-view is going to be called WWE Fastlane. I do not know what this entails, or if this means that there's not going to be an Elimination Chamber. Why WWE chose this route, I don't know. I think a lot of people enjoy the Elimination Chamber match. I know I do. Was there a Chamber match last year? I think. I can't remember if there was or not. And I don't have anything to prove. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out and look that up and everything and place it in here. So, do I see Seth Rollins leaving as champion? Potentially. So, that leaves us with the Royal Rumble. Who do I think is going to win the Royal Rumble? Well, let us look into our magical box of choices. We have 30 superstars to choose. Who would I want to win? Of course, I want Kofi to win. Not going to happen. That's just not in the cards. But I always could root for him. Can't wait to see what he does this year to keep from being eliminated, if anything. You never know. Anyways, the Rumble. Let's go with going back to Monday Night Raw first. Because at first I assumed that someone from the Legends panel chose was going to be the winner of the Royal Rumble. Let's review who they chose. Shawn Michaels' choice to win the Royal Rumble. Bray Wyatt, which, it's alright, but he wasn't on my list at first. He is now because of Shawn Michaels. Next up, let's go with Ric Flair. Ric Flair's choice to win the Royal was Dean Ambrose, which I can see now as well. Because it'd be interesting to see Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins if Seth Rollins is supposed to win, and most likely going to come this Royal Rumble. So, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, that'd be an interesting match. Then we go to Hulk Hogan's choice, Daniel Bryan, who was one of the two people I thought was going to win the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan, just making a return, actually deserves the chance at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because of what happened to him after he won it fair and square. He went out with injury and never really got to hold it. And it was also stripped from him a couple times. He deserves the chance to win the title and hold on to it for 2 or 3 months and then lose it. So those are the 3 choices that the Hall of Fame panel chose. Of course, as I said, Daniel Bryan was one of the 2 people I thought. The other person was not on any of their list, which makes me wonder if this one will win or not. The other person that was on my list was Roman Reigns. I chose Roman Reigns to win because he just made his return as well. And with the rivalry between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, seeing Seth Rollins actually win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, it was going to be interesting to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the title. But there was another route that I was going with this. Actually, no, there wasn't. So those are my choices for the Royal Rumble. Do I think Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan are still my 2? Yes. Sorry. I've been feeling a little. I got a sore throat, and as I'm exaggerating things and everything, my voice just goes away, and I also have sinus problems, so it's all just going into one thing. That's why I'm coughing a lot during this. Uh, so the Rumble is always going to be the wild card. I mean, last year we pretty much knew Batista was going to win it. He just made his return around there, and there was a lot of speculation of Batista winning, and that was it. This year we don't have a guaranteed person. We have a lot of speculation on who it could be, and I kind of like it better this way, not really knowing. I mean, I bet almost everyone enjoys this, like, who's gonna win type thing. You really can't predict the winner. But it's also a new twist looking at it because we think next up's gonna be the Elimination Chamber, and it looks like there's not gonna be a chamber match this year. Elimination Chamber is just not a thing. WWE Fastlane, whatever that is going to be the next pay-per-view. And it's going to be interesting trying to put a prediction towards that because it's just sounds like filler before before WrestleMania. Until we get a better idea on what the Fastlane is, it has made the Royal Rumble pay-per-view a little hard to predict now. Because going on the idea that potentially my other thought was John Cena was going to win the triple threat match. Well, it was before it was triple threat match, actually. My original thoughts was John Cena taking on Brock Lesnar. John Cena wins. And then at the Elimination Chamber, John Cena had to defend his title in the Chamber. John Cena retains it. Seth Rollins cashes in. Boom, new champion right there. Now that we don't have the 100% confirmation that the Chamber is even going to be a pay-per-view, gotta look at it a different way. And now that they've thrown it into a triple threat, and Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank, you have to speculate, will he cash in Money in the Bank if he doesn't win the first time around? Which, I wouldn't see him winning the first time around. But being able to cash in Money in the Bank then and there and make the match one-on-one with whoever wins would not be an ideal. I mean, they've both been through the same thing. It'd be sort of still an even match, but it would turn it from a triple threat match where anything can happen, anything goes. There's qualification. Another person being in the ring able to break things up. You just have a one-on-one match. So it's just you versus that one person, and it's just, can you kick out or not? Are you strong enough to hold on to a title? And I wouldn't be too upset with that, but then again, we all know that Seth Rollins would try and have some advantage and everything, and you got to put that into perspective too. That Seth Rollins is most likely going to have J&J Security out there, and he's more or less a favorite to win this. But stranger things have happened. It's WWE. You also got to put the speculation Sting. I forgot about even putting Sting into the equation. What if? I mean, putting that into perspective. John Cena versus Seth Rollins. We'll put the perspective of John Cena wins. Seth Rollins decides to cash in. And during the match, because if John Cena or Brock Lesnar, either one, really, won, they're not going to be fully out. Even if Seth Rollins were to come, hit Money in the Bank, he would have to go cash in, and the bell would ring, and like as soon as the bell rings, you would hear Sting's music. And Sting comes out. Gets involved, and John Cena retains. That's even a bigger speculation there. I mean, Sting has been getting into the authorities' business a lot, as this seems to be a workup to Sting versus Triple H eventually at one of these pay-per-views. Which, when that happens, I want to see. So, there's a lot of speculation on who could win this match, and I realize that I have really went from Royal Rumble back to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. So this is going to be fun for you guys to keep watching. Anyways, I think I've rambled on enough about everything that could potentially happen. And I have to do some editing on this. Sorry for rambling. Sorry for the coughing. As always, I want to try and get these videos out. I would have done this yesterday, but I was feeling a little under the weather, and I'm not feeling as bad. It's just got to deal with my normal stuff. So I wanted to get the video out and continue trying to get all these pay-per-view predictions out. It's going to be fun doing the next pay-per-view because I might be a little irritated that it's not the Elimination Chamber like I am now. But anyways, I have been your Sector 5 champion, Cody the Hangman Heinzman, and as always, that's just how it is.